So info view link is a business object, let's say 3.1 portal. So there you can also create web reports from that link. So without having any software in your local system. So guys, I'm just connecting to the info view here. So 124, 175, 33. Okay, you can use this connection. So I'm sending this link. I will send you the password individually. This is the link. Okay. So guys, same. It is like creating the web reports in 3.1 and 4.0. It is a similar kind. But only the thing is, in InfoView you can with the InfoView you can create the report with only the universes. But come to the 4.0, you can create the report with the best queries as well as the universes, right? Okay, so we'll see today creating the report in 4.1, 3.1, that you can access it in the only the remote server. Yes, so that we will get it. Yeah, in the remote server you can able to access it, not through your URL. Okay, this URL you can open it to your internet, your local system also. Okay, you can create, you can practice on the web reports. But if you want to do the BA Launchpad, Business Object Launchpad, then so you need to connect to the server. You need to connect to the remote server, then only you can able to do that. Okay, fine. So the URL of the 4.0 it cannot work in individual system because the way the servers are designed similarly. Yes, DB, yeah, DB I will share with you. The Motas database, Access database I am going to share. This one is like see. So let's show you here how to create the reports here. So I am entering the password here. Yeah. DB I will share it to you later. So the server details, it is available already in the server. The Motas database, the sample DB, it is available in the server itself. We can practice on the Motas database. So guys, I'm creating the report here, web intelligence document. So I'm selecting the one of the fashion universe, select the fashion universe. So we'll continue the session which is like how to hide the column based on the user selection that we can implement in the 3.1. It is a similarly you can practice on the 4.0. Nothing is different. Okay. And so selecting the year object, state I am taking, and if you want you can take the city, the product lines I am taking here, and the measures is the sales revenue and quantity sold. So I am creating the prompt on the year object here. Okay, select the year object and giving the prompt value as, so enter here. Okay, then run this query. Okay, I'm selecting the 2004, then the report is going to display the only the 2004 data in our report. Fine. Okay. So what exactly my the requirement is here. So based on the selection, the column, this particular UL column should be visible, dynamically visible and visible. So see, if we select the two values, then the column should visible. If I select the single value, the column should not visible. Okay. So how we can do that? Simple case. First, see the alerts here. You can see the condition formatting, new rule creating. So how to create the new rule or alerts. So click on alerter. So click on new. Now the last session we discussed, right, the condition formatting. So based on the quantity sold, we can select the sales revenue is greater than, sales revenue is greater than. So 1 lakh, then that I want to display the some different color. That can be do it, right? And similarly, so if the, see, I want to display the status here. So how to display the status? So if the sales revenue is greater than 1 lakh, so if the sales revenue is greater than 1 lakh, so that I want to display the high sales. And if the sales revenue is less than 2000, that I want to display the lower sales, and remaining that I want to display the medium sales. So how we can do that? By creating the variable. So we can do that, or else like by creating the alerter also we can do it. How we can do that? Say simple. So I am creating the new alerter status. Okay. So sales revenue is greater than, sales revenue is greater than, let sales revenue is greater than 1 lakh, format it. Okay, if the sales revenue is greater than 1 lakh, then so I want to display the high sales. So in the formula editor, so I am writing a high sales, right? The background color, like I make it is a default, or you can make it as a light blue color. If you want to display in the blue color, you can display it. Click on OK. Fine. Click on OK. Then you can add a sub-alerter here. Okay. So you can add a sub-alerter. So if the sales revenue is, let's select the sales revenue is less than 2,000. If the less than 2,000, then I want to display. Then I want to display the low sales. Okay. Low sales. Click on OK. And also you can add the one more sub-alerter here. If the sales revenue between sales revenue is between hello, yes, yes, I just now I sent a mail. You can join into meeting. Yeah, you can join now. Yeah, I sent a mail already. Yeah, just now. Okay. Fine. So if the sales revenue is between 2,000 and 1 lakh, so that I want to display the medium sales, right? So select format, and then you can give the medium sales. Fine. So then you can make it as a normal color, like the default color, which it should display. The default color I have selected here. Okay. And then the format color, this high sales, the low sales, I want to display the red color. Click on OK. Okay. Okay. Now guys, you can see the status it will display now. There is the sales revenue is greater than 2 lakhs, that it is displaying the blue color, and it is more than 1 lakh, it is displaying the blue color, which is less than 2,000, that it is displaying the low sales. So this is a way, so we can display the status information in our column based by using the actress. Okay, so this is a way we can do it. And what is my requirement is here. So I want to display the, see, the coming to our requirement. So how to hide the column based on the user selection. So based on the user selection, I want to add the column. So how it is possible? Okay, fine. So what I am doing here, see, actually my requirement is, if I select a single value from the prompt, so this column should not be visible. Okay, that is what my requirement, right? So for that, what I am doing, so I am creating a variable. So first I am creating the variable. So which value I am selecting? So how many values I am selecting from the prompt? Okay. So how to display the prompt value in our report? So what is the formula for to display the prompt values? So to display the prompt values, so we need to use the user response function, right? This we have already discussed. So user response function. So in parameters, so what you need to do, you need to give the prompt text. What is the prompt text? Enter here, right? This is the prompt text. So and click on OK. So basically the prompt text, so whenever I am creating the variable, as you can see, the enter here is the text of the prompt. So you can see here. So enter here is the text of the prompt, right? So based on, suppose I will say, if let's see, like I'm selecting the 2004, then so it will pass that 2004 in our report. See, let's see, just I'm taking the b_prompt. Now guys, you can see. So select a refresh the report. Now refresh it. Now those values it should display in our report, right? So this is the way. So based on whatever you selected the value, that value it will display in our report. Okay. Basically, user response function useful to return the prompt values in our report. Basically, it will give the prompt values. Okay. So how I can identify that? So if I select a single value, so then you don't find any semicolon. So if I select multiple values, so you can find the semicolon in the prompt text. So in the prompt values, so if user selected the multiple values, so then the semicolon it is displaying, right? So that means if there is any semicolon is available in the prompt, so that means so user selected multiple value. So now what I want to do, I want to find the position of the semicolon. Okay, so I want to find the position of the semicolon. Okay, for that I am creating one more variable, v underscore prompt position. Okay. There is a function called position. The position, basically it will display the position of the string. Okay, so position of the string. So v_position. So what I want to do, so which value I want to do display the position? I want to display the semicolon, right? Semicolon of the position, right? Fine. Pause this. The formula is correct. So what I want to do, basically position, it will show you the particular the length of the string. Now, so v_position, now you can take guys here, if you display here, fine. So basically, see 2004, 1, 2, 3, 4, and semicolon characters is the 5th character. The length of the position is the 5th, right? 5. Now suppose if I select a single value, then what it will display? 0. That means if the position is equal to 0, user selected a single value. If position is equal to 5, then user selected multiple values, right? Fine. So now see, these are the things are not required in our report. So remove these columns. Now my requirement is just hiding this column based on if user selected the multiple values, then this column should be disabled. It should not display if user select a single value, right? So then, I'm creating the alert now. So create a alert, nothing but condition formatting. Click on new. So this is just I'm giving the hide column. Okay. So if the position, if v underscore position is equal to 0, then what I want to do? I don't want to display anything. See, this is earlier if the sales revenue is greater than 1 lakh, so there I displayed the high sales, right? So if the sales revenue greater than 1 lakh, it is displayed a high sales revenue. But what I am doing here, if the position is equal to 0, then it should not display anything. Okay? It should not display anything. Fine? Click on OK. Okay. So now what I am doing here, so click on this cell, click on this column and add that alerter to this particular column. Apply the alerter to this column. Okay. The values are which is not displaying, but still the borders and data part still it is there, right? The borders and data part it is still it is there. That means, so in the alerter part, so whatever I did, the alerter I am modifying it. So if a particular condition is true, then it should not display any borders. Borders should be hidden. Okay. So apply for all slides or all sides the border default. So what I am making it is a none. Apply to all sides borders none. And the background color, see the background color, if you see there is a like alternate rows, some ash color and white color rows are there. So I am making the background color full white. Okay, click on OK. Okay, apply. Now guys, it is permanent, but still header is there. So what you can do it? So apply the same alerter on the header also. Select here and hide it. Click on OK. Now guys, you can see. Fine. So now I'm selecting the value. So if I select the two values here, then the column should be visible. Okay. Two values, so 2004 data and also you can see the 2005 sales revenue. But if I select a single value, then so the report is going to display the only the 2004 data or 2005 data if I select a single value. Right? So let's see. Now I'm selecting the 2006. Run this query. Now the report is going to display the only the 2000 whatever I selected now. 2006 I have selected, right? But one thing is something is missing here, right? So is a column, there is a lot of space between the left alignment, right? So this should be removed. So if you select a single value, then state object should be visible display in this column, not here. It should not have any space. It looks like some object is missing, right? It should not be like that, right? So for that, how we can do it? So just I am doing here, select the properties and display. So guys, select auto width. Simple, just to select the auto width and so immediately, so state will display here. Fine. But one thing is, if user selected the two values, then so width is, so just I have selected auto width, but width how it looks like it's a 4-digit. For see, it is the width of the year, it will display the very less, but it should be equal to the similar to the state and city, right? So how we can display that? So now I am modifying this object. I am modifying this column. How I am doing here? So I am using the concatenation function. So we have a concatenation function here. So concatenation of So give the spaces here. So basically what it will do, concatenation function, it will concat the two strings. Formula is connect. Click on OK. Now guys you can see. Now we need to remove this. Just I want to show. Still you need some more space. You can add a space. Okay. Now guys you can see it is equal to the width of the state and the city. Now click on refresh. Now user select a single value, then so the column is not visible. If user select the multiple values, then the column is visible. Okay, so guys you guys understand, right? Similarly, so you can create a prompt on the state object. You can create a prompt on the state object, and based on the if you select a single value from the state object, then the state column should not visible. And if you select the multiple value from the year should visible, and then state should not visible. Okay, simultaneously you can do it for other prompt also. Fine. So guys, any questions here? Anybody have any questions? I hope it's clear, everybody. Yes, we shall. Yes, we shall. Go ahead.
I just have a question that we have options like functions and variables. Where do we use one or the other? Or in organizations, where do we can apply directly the function to a column, or it is suggested to have a variable? Could you suggest some scenarios?
So you are talking about you have a different functions. So where we can use these functions, right?
Well, I mean, on the column you can directly apply the functions as well, but the other option is to have a variable and put the variable, create a column, and then move the variable over there, and then you can have the same functionality.
Yes. Okay. So basically, see, you can use a variable. You can create a variable, or else like you can create a direct function. Using the function you can apply on the column. But what happens if you use a variable? So you can use that formula in another table. Okay. See, suppose I'm creating a formula here, just inserting a column right side. So I'm creating formulas something like sales revenue into sales revenue divided by something like 100. I'm making it. Okay. So I've written some formula here. So this formula, see, I'm writing some calculations here. This I want to use in another block also, or I want to use this another report also. Okay, the performance wise it is the same only. So even if you create a formula, or even you can create a variable, it is the same only. But so if you want to reuse that formula, again we need to write a formula, right? So or it's like if you make it as a variable, so I'm making it a variable. So sales divided by 100. So just I'm giving something. So you can use this variable in another table also, in another block, or in another report. That way the variables are useful. Okay. The formula, either like you just want to use only the single cell or single column, then you can go for a formula only instead of creating a variable. Okay. So a simple variable is nothing but just it's a formula name. So that will be, you can reuse in another table, in another block, in another report. In the same document, you can reuse it another report. See, similarly, suppose so if you take this example, v_prompt. This is one of the variables. I created this formula, a variable. Okay. So with to display the prompt value. Again, I am using this variable based on these variable values. So I am creating another variable. In this situation, we have to create the variable only for v_prompt, right? Fine. Fine, Misha?
Yes. Yes. And just another quick follow-up. in the prompt function, instead of using just the values, can we also use the objects as well?
Yes, you can use the objects as well. So yesterday we created the sales revenue, the cost per unit. So sales revenue divided by the quantity, or else like you can use the dimension object also similarly. So see, if the state is equal to something, so then I want to calculate something, right? See, let's take example. I'm inserting one more cell. Or else, like if the sales revenue, if the year is equal to 2005, or if the year is or state is equal to California, then so that I want to add some $100. Okay. So basically, the California state data, it is displaying $100 less. But so in the backend database is having a problem. But in report level, I can modify the data. See here, if you see the California data, it is displaying 623,244. So I want to add the $100 to this particular row. So we can do that simple. So I'm creating a variable, or you can write a formula directly. So I'm writing a formula, insert a cell, right side. Okay, now if state is equal to California, then so I want to display the $100 more. Wherever the sales revenue, wherever the state is equal to California is there, because the California state, the data which is displaying the $100 less. So at the report level, I am modifying some data here. How I am doing here? So simple. If I'm writing with, or else like you can open the variable editor. If state is equals to California, if the state is if a state is equal to California, then what I want to do, sales revenue plus $100 plus $100. Else what I want to do, so I want to display the same sales revenue for other states. Okay, close this. Formula is correct. See, guys, you can see. So basically, so this is the actual sales revenue. This is not a correct one. So now whenever the sales revenue is, whenever the state is equal to California, so it is displaying $100 more, right? So this is a way, so we can display that. And also you can format number if you want it. Format number, I don't want to display the decimal, so I want to display the format number.
Well, Madhukar, this one I pretty much understand, but if you go to the query, on the query side, and there is a query filter where you selected the prompt. In the prompt selection, you have the in list and all those things. Now, if you click on the very extreme right hand side, there's an arrowhead, and I guess it's a drop down. Over there, is there, because of us is going to the modules and says you can select the objects from other reports as well, and for those matter, those queries should have run, and then only you can use those objects. I was a little confused whether it's only just the values in list you can use, or pretty much the objects from other reports as well you can use in the prompts.
Okay, so you are talking about, I'm not clear, you are talking about the list of values which it is displaying. This is what you are talking about, Vishal? Hello?
If you close this screen and if you go to the prompt selection, right after that question mark on the right hand side.
Okay, let me check. Like I'm creating the prompt as here.
See over here at the bottom where your object, it wasn't selected.
Okay, what you are talking about? I'm not clear.
The screen on the right hand side, there is a table with the arrowhead right on the right hand side of this question mark.
Okay, you are talking about these things, or
Madhukar, you have this listed here, enter here. Right on the right hand side there is a question mark. Further on the right hand side of that, if you click this drop down, not the question mark, just click the drop down which is on the right hand side of the question mark. And right beneath prompt there is object which isn't selected yet. it is not showing up that you can't select it. But is there a provision that you can select the objects from other reports?
Yes, correct.
And how does that work?
Yeah, that we can discuss. Okay, that we can discuss that, like how we can, so we can get the other query values. This is basically, so to pass the other query. See, just now we are discussing about only the query one results, right? So that we can discuss when it comes to the merge dimensions. Okay, when we are discussing the merge dimension, that we can discuss. Okay, basically passing the query one values to the query 2. In that case, we will use the other object. It is not enabled now, so this we can enable when you are creating the multiple queries. Okay. So I think you are talking about like what we are discussing now. Okay, that is something like that is a different concept that we can discuss later. So fine, guys. So I hope you understand about this alerters concept. Any questions here? Okay. So let's move to the another concept. So how to link one report to the another report. So how to link one report to the another report, that we will see. See, this is a one type of requirement, the real-time requirement which we done recently that I showed you here. Anybody have any question?
This is Shilpa. I have a question. Is it different? How is it different in the business objects for? Is it the same, or do we need to make any changes for the report when we are using the 4 version?
No, it is the same. Web intelligence is the same. See, the alerters part, see, the concept is same, but so whenever I am creating the alerter in the last session, that is renamed with the condition formatting, right? So there is an option called the condition formatting. It is a similar kind of the alerter, the same as alerter. Okay, only the naming convention has changed some of the functionality. So remain all the concepts are same. So here is alerter. So there, like we can call it as a condition formatting. Yeah, that you will get to know when you're doing practice with the 3.1 info view and 4.4. Okay. See guys, the ranking option is here, right? So how we get the ranking option in 4.4? So in the analysis tab, so there is a direct ranking option will be there. So we need to select one analysis tab. Once you select the analysis, there you can see the ranking part, right? So but directly you can have the option here. So you need not to select any tab here in 3.1. But you need to select the analysis. Then only you can see the ranking option. So those are the few things are the naming conventions are changed, and also the prompt. So properties, you don't find these properties in the report. So there in the 4.0 directly, if you right click on that, so you can see the different properties. Okay. So you can do the same type of report in 4.0. So you will get to know what is exactly the difference. Okay. That's what I am showing this in 3.1, and also the linking part. So we can discuss. Any other questions, Shilpa? So no, the difference between the 3.1 and 4.0, you will understand. You will get all these things at the end of the session. What exactly the difference between the 3.1 and 4.0? Okay. Okay, fine. So now see, there is a one report. So have a report year in 2004 year wise sales revenue. I have one of the summer report year wise sales revenue. Okay. Yes, I will do it today itself. Okay. So year wise sales revenue. So guys, you can see. So now I'm selecting the 2001. Sorry. So the data which is displaying the 2001 wise, which is a sales revenue, and similarly 2002 data. So you can have some of the sales revenue, and 2003 we have the some 2003 we have some sales revenue. Okay, similarly, so the data which is available with each year wise sales revenue is available in this report. Okay, this is about the summary report.
Okay. So, but see, this report is for almost 100 users. So I created this report for the 100 users requirement. So they want to see this report for year-wise sales revenue. But so out of 100 users, so some of the users they want to see the detailed report. Okay. So for them, see, they don't want to go open another folder and they want to see the detailed report, not like that. So from the summary report, they want to open another report, open another detailed report of the specific year. So from here, so they want to go to the another report. Suppose they want to see the 2003 detailed report. So it's not like that they need to open another report and see the 2003 report. So they basically from the summary report they want to open another detailed report with the 2003 data. With the 2003 detailed sales revenue you want to see. So how we can do that? So we need to create another detailed report as a BO developer. So you need to create another detailed report that is for the quarter wise and state wise, or else like you can include the month wise. Okay, month wise and state wise sales revenue, city wise, product wise, category wise, and also you want to display the sales revenue as well as the quantity sold and margin information. This is what so they want to display in the detailed report. So when user selecting the data, whenever user selecting the year column, so the data should display, the detailed report should display the 2003 wise in the detailed report. So when user selecting the 2003 in the summary report, this 2003 data it will pass to the detailed report. Then the detailed report should display only the 2003. So how we can pass this 2003 to the detailed report? So in the detailed report, what we need to do, we need to create one prompt. So create a prompt on the year object. Enter here. Okay. So whenever user select the 2003, immediately, so it should display the 2003 detail information. This 2003 passed to this value passed to the detailed report of the prompt. Then so report should display the 2003 data. Okay. So how we can do that? So using the hyperlinking functionality. Using the hyperlink functionality, we can do it. Hyperlinking. Or you can call it the open document functionality. Using the open doc, hyperlinking, open doc, or like linking or jumping, it is the same kind of reports. So if something like a naming convention like jumping or the open doc, linking, hyperlink, it is the same. Okay. So how we can do it? So we'll see that. First, what we need to see, even though so I have opened the summary report to the detailed report. And also I want to come back to the detailed report also, summary report also again. So I need to create a I need to create the one button called the back. If you select the back button, then immediately it will go back to the summary report. It will display the summary report. Okay. So this is what I comment. So how we can do that? So let's do it in 3.1 itself. So can I make it as a, okay, better let's create a new report. Create a new report, web intelligence document. So first I'm creating the summary report, year-wise sales revenue, and run the report. So here we have very less data, but in real time you can see the last 15-20 years of data. So I'm saving this report, save as. Summary report. Click on OK. Now I did this report. I'm making it as a detailed report now. Year English prompt. So make it equal operator. Okay. Now what I want to do? So I want to display the quarter wise, month wise, and the state wise, city wise information, customer city, product lines category, and then sales revenue, quantity sold, and margin. This is what my requirement, right? State, city, product lines category. And run this query. Now just I am selecting the 2004 data. Then report is going to display only the 2004 data, right? Fine. So now let's take one by one. So I'm taking the state of quarter data. So quarter wise results it is displaying, the month wise, and the product lines, and the city, state and city. So I'm adding the category information, and the margin and quantity sold. I'm adding margin and quantity sold. Fine. Okay. So this is a detailed report. So and also I need to display the prompt values in our report titles. Sales report for so I'm using the user response function, user. The prompt text is I'm pasting here. Okay. Sales report for 2004, right? So what I can do, and also I need to add a one blank cell here, right? To go back to the detailed report, to go back to the summary report. So how to add the blank cell here? Take the freestand cells and take this blank cell here. Add a drop here. So this I am making it as a back to summary report. Okay, click on this. So make it as a borders. Please add the borders here. And the background color I am making it as some different color here. Okay, back to summary report. This is a, let's do it some other colors. Okay. Back to the summary report, I added the one blank cell here. Okay. Now I am saving this report, save as. I'm saving it as a detailed report. This is about the detailed report, right? Click on OK. So we have two reports. One is a summary and a detailed report. One is a summary and detailed report. And click on the documents. So what happened here? So whenever I am selecting the 2003, so the value will pass to the detailed report and it is going to display the 2003 detailed information. Okay. Even if you select the 2001, then it will open the 2000 detailed report, and this particular 2001, so it will be passed to the prompt report. It will display in our report. Okay. So simple. So what I can do, so I have done two reports. So you see earlier, so we need to write a hyperlink code in the older version in XR2 or 6.5 versions. So now from 3.1, so we don't require any hyperlink code. Directly we can link one report to the another report. To do that, so we need to do some changes in the preferences. So I'm selecting the preferences here. So in the preferences, guys, you can see the web intelligence preferences.
So this you need to change it into interactive mode. No downloading is required. Click on OK. Click on the document list. So now I'm linking one report to the another report here. So we can summary report, modify this report. Now just simple what you can do it, right click here, select the hyperlink, click on new here. So link to document, click on browse. So I am linking this report to the detailed report. So where exactly the report folder is available in the detailed report, click on OK. So as you can see, the enter here is the detailed report of the prompt text, and this object is from the main table, main report, the summary report object. The document format you want to open the HTML or PDF format. So default means it will be open, trying to open in the same type of format, that is web format. In the target window, you want to open the new window or current window. I want to open the current window. Tooltip you can give. So click here. Click here. Click here for detailed report. Okay, that tooltip I have given here. Click on OK. Now hyperlink has created. Save this invoice. Save this report. Yeah, Patrick. Okay, so the hyperlink is created then, and also I need to create the another hyperlink and another report, detailed report also, right? So try to open the detailed report and modify this. So here I need to create the hyperlink on the blank cell. So click on hyperlink, click on new. So link to the detailed summary report, from the detailed to summary report. But here you don't find anything, and the current window, target window is a new current window, and select, click on apply, OK. Okay, save this invoice, save this report, and once you saved it, and go back to the preferences and change the, like whatever I have modified the preferences, I'm reverting back again. Web intelligence, and change it into advanced mode. Now see, open the report which I have created just now, the summary report. Okay. Now when you select the 2006, so the report, the detailed report, it will display only the 2006 data. 2006 with the detailed information, as you can see, the sales report for 2006. So quarter 1, month 1 revised results data you can see. Okay. So total how many pages are there for 2006 data? There are 31 pages data is there. Right? And similarly, if you want to go back to the summary report, so then click here, back to the summary report, then it will display the summary report again. Now I am selecting the 2004 data, then it will pass this 2004 value to the detailed report of the prompt, then it is displaying. So even if you refresh the data, then it will give the prompt also. In our report also, so the detailed report also you can select it if you want it, right? So here also you can select the different years information. Okay. So this is a way, so we can create the linking one report to the another report. Okay. So earlier version, so to make this work, so we need to write hyperlink code. So that I will show you the how the hyperlink code will be. Okay. Fine. So any questions?
Hi, I have a question now. If you have more than one prompt, what do we do?
Yes, in that case you need to pass the more than two prompts. See, the summary is, see, again in that case what you need to do, you need to create a prompt in the summary report. If you have the more than two prompts or three prompts, so in that case if you want to pass the prompt values, then so you need to create a prompt in the summary report. Then only you can pass the summary report prompts to the detailed report prompts. Okay. Because see, basically suppose summary report you have added state, okay, year and state data it is displaying. That means, see, you are selecting, suppose there is a one more object state is there, you are selecting the 2006. That means, so you want to see the 2006 detailed report. That means you are not specifically you are displaying like I want to see the only the state or like particular state information, right? So whenever you are selecting the 2006, only the 2006 value it will pass. But so in this report, so in this report also you have a prompt. So there is a prompt called the state object. So whenever like 2006 data, so in this report there is a state, like I have selected the California state, right? So when you select the 2006, then so it will pass the California state values also into the detailed report. In that case, so you need to create a one more prompt in the detailed report as well. So whatever you selected in the summary report, whatever you selected the state as a California, that California state it will pass to the detailed report. Okay, that way you need to do it. But suppose if you are not passing any value, in that case what will happen? It will display all the values. Even the prompt also there, but you can put some default value in the state as a default value in the summary detailed report. Then so it will not ask any prompt directly. It will take the default value, the state object, and it will pass the summary report, the 2006 value to the detailed report. It will do the as per the results. Okay. But if you have the multiple prompt at the detailed report, so you need to create a prompt in the year also. No, it will not work. If you save that report in a PDF format, so that won't work. Okay. Okay, fine guys. So tomorrow we can discuss the remaining web concepts. Maybe day after tomorrow we can start up with the invoice design. That is important. So UDT, we can start up with the UDT tool, then so we can move with the IDT tool after that. Thanks guys. So if you have any questions, we will discuss in the tomorrow session. Yeah. Yes, Shilpa, we can discuss tomorrow. Okay.
The organizer has ended the session.